It is November 22nd, 2024. Oh, he's on the other side. I got Vinny hanging out with me. Vinny is the fat cat. He's a little bit fatter than Vito. Vito's the long boy, but Vinny's the fat cat. So Vinny's hanging out. Yeah, I'm feeling a little burnt out. I think that's how we'll start this off. Definitely just feeling a little overwhelmed with stuff. Um, I think it's good to just like when I make these videos to talk about what I'm experiencing because I think like the ultimate goal is just to have like an archive of these and kind of look back and if other people are watching too, you can kind of see what happens along the journey of like creating content and doing all this stuff on the side. But yeah, definitely, it's catching up right now. But this, I feel like this kind of stuff comes and goes. So like I've talked about this before. I usually operate at what I feel is like my full capacity, and that means that like it only takes a little bit. In a couple of areas that's out of the ordinary or a little bit more to like suddenly be like to feel like overwhelming. So I think there's just been a handful of stuff, like nothing that's even really big, but just like a handful of things where I'm like, okay, like I'm feeling it. And then it becomes like because I'm operating at like a sort of at my peak in terms of capacity, it just puts everything over the edge a little bit. So I mean, like, even something like today we had the meter company come take our reading, and like uh, the gate to our property was like left unlatched. And I had people come to the front door, like saying, like, hey, like, I saw your dog, like, out at the main road, like, where there's a lot of cars and stuff going. And, like, nothing bad happened. Dog came back. Like, everything's fine, right? There's no actual issue, but it's like, just one kind of thing to layer on. We had I guess earlier this week, I'm not gonna blame my wife. My my wife wakes up before me if I'm not going to CrossFit with her, and this one particular day she did not open the dog door, and so I continued the day assuming the dog door was open. The dog door was not open, so one of the dogs, I know it was Loki, so that's my youngest dog. He pooped himself, happens, right? Like that's what's gonna happen if the dog door is not open. He didn't even like come let me know, but he pooped himself, which isn't the worst part. The worst part is that the Roomba ran through it. So the entire main floor was a war zone in terms of the smell. I had to throw out this big area rug because it was poop, and the Roomba I am not. I've had to do it once before where I had to clean the Roomba top to bottom with like a disposable toothbrush to scrub it, and like I'm not doing it again. So I just had like a lot of things like just like random stuff this week, like totally take it out of me. So I'm just feeling it. Which sucks. I know we have Thanksgiving in the U.S. coming up next weekend, so it's going to be a short week. I have a bunch of content ideas for YouTube, which is cool because when I go through a bit of a drought where I'm like, oh, this kind of sucks. Like, what am I going to talk about in videos? Like, it makes it hard and it makes it not enjoyable. But when I have stuff that I can go talk about, it feels good. Like, as I'm talking right now, I feel like I have stuff to talk about. It comes out pretty easily. But when I'm sitting there going like, man, I don't know what to make videos about, then it feels forced and then it's not enjoyable. And then I'm like, I have to do it just to keep up. Not a good feel. So as I look over at my board, like there's six videos that like I could go crank out tonight. And seven, I didn't even write it there, but there's like I've been doing a couple, I think they work pretty well, doing like Reddit read throughs where give my perspective on stuff. So like, like I have a bunch of ideas and that's cool. And now I realize that I've had, I don't want to say like a lot of success, but a little bit of success where I've done some Reddit read throughs. Like one of the videos I did recently was probably my best performing one. And I have my editor doing my thumbnails now. So, um, I did two more and they didn't perform as well, but like I think the thumbnails are definitely proving that they're working well. So, anyway, it's like now I have this little hint. If I'm feeling like the content's running a little dry, I don't have a good topic, then I can go jump over to Reddit, and I might even just do that once per week to keep up the momentum and not feel this like, oh no, what am I going to make a video about feeling? So anyway, like I think like I'm feeling burnt out, but at the same time I'm like I think it's just a very momentary kind of thing. So I just wanted to highlight that. Work's been good. I don't know if I have any updates specifically for work. We're starting planning and stuff, so we're going through conversations like that. Um, I genuinely don't think I have any work updates. So, that's cool. Uh, on the dev leader side of things, I did a presentation today for the C Sharp Discord, and that went to live stream to the .NET Foundation YouTube channel. So there's like 30,000 subscribers. So it was pretty cool. I was really happy to be included in that. It was a presentation on plugin architecture. I've given the same one before. I feel like an idiot because I didn't quite understand how the questions were going to work. I thought that they wanted me to answer questions on Discord after. So I like wrapped up the presentation and then they stopped streaming it. And then they were like, oh, by the way, like, I guess you're not answering the questions. And I was like, no, like I'm here to do that. So if you're watching this and you were attending that, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I just misunderstood how that works. So I tried to stay on it like for 20 minutes after and just write frantically to people's questions. So it's really cool that people took an interest with it. There's a couple people in the chat that have used plugin architectures before that were sharing their perspectives and stuff. So it was really cool. I enjoyed it. And I hope others did too. So if you haven't seen it and you want to see it, it's on YouTube on the .NET Foundation YouTube channel. So go check that out if you're interested. Sorry, I'm looking at my board to see if there's anything that's like sticking out. I got to start and I'm probably going to do a bunch of this weekend, crank out some of the next course that I'm doing with Ryan Murphy. It's another career focused one, so excited to do that. It's a shorter one. We've been doing like 6-hour courses. This one is roughly half that. Take a little bit of a break before we go do another big one. So, I don't want to say like that's going to seem easy. That's not like the right words. The workload's going to feel better. But this is one of my favorite topics to talk about. So I'm actually excited to go do it. Total transparency. I hate putting slides together. Like that kills it for me. Because it's like all the momentum's gone because I hate making it seem like I'm just presenting off slides. Based on the topic, I might not do as many slides and it might still feel really good. So, it might be lighter on slides, which would be nice. What else? Dev leader wise, my blog's up. I got a couple of things to sort out. So, I'm working or not working with, that's not really fair to say. He's doing the work, but Steven Giesel is the one who has the Blazor blog engine. I'm currently hitting a weird like entity framework issue. This is why I don't use entity framework. No, I'm just kidding. But it's a weird thing when it's converting this the logic over to SQL. It's like a very basic thing, and I imagine that many people must be impacted by this. I can't comprehend how it's like only a small subset because it's like really, really simple. It's just doing like a string contains kind of thing. So that's causing some weird issues when looking for tags. I think my Google Analytics is busted. I should probably pull that up and check because that's something that seemed kind of weird to me is like I did put the analytics tracking tag on there, but I think it's showing like I have no visitors now, which is kind of silly. Like real-time overview for that's when I accessed it yesterday. Sorry. So if I go to if I go to this week, it's saying there's like 14 people that have viewed my blog. And if we look at what it was before, it was like per day. Per day last week was 150 to 200. Now it's down to like 14. So like what is actually going on? I'm not sure. I might even send a screenshot of this to Steven and just be like, hey, do you like have an idea what's up with this? Like this feels like it's pretty wild. It really doesn't make any sense to me. So either I'm doing something wrong with the Google Analytics or whatever, but So I got to sort that out. I have a weird MySQL issue. And then there is also this like, um, the Blazor Signal R connection is dropping. Can't explain it at all. So very curious to see what I'm going to do there. Um, but yeah, the really crappy thing is like if my analytics are gone, like uh, that's really hard for me to go understand like how I need to make my site work. Now I'm really curious. If I go to the admin panel, can I see um, my analytics dashboard? It says I'm not authorized. I realize you can't see what I'm doing here, so it's not very helpful, but I'm just curious, right? So if I go do that, it's supposed to have analytics built in. I can't even authorize on this site now. It's doing the Blazor R thing. Okay, so um, like for example, I can see that it has 20 clicks on one of these. Um, so people are going to it, which is interesting. But yeah, my Google Analytics is just like not okay. So I'll have to sort that out. But that's going to be a theme for some of the YouTube videos I'm going to make. So excited for that. I have to do my newsletter tonight. So this is a Friday. I'm making it on time, which is nice. So we'll go ahead with that. I don't think there's anything else for Dev Leader that I got to chat through. I think that's it. Code Commute's going well. So that's the other YouTube channel I have where I talk in the car. I'm getting a lot of great comments and stuff. Some of the videos do better than my main channel. It's almost 300 subscribers now. Just kind of like growing it organically. I do a little bit of shout out here and there from my main one, but otherwise, like it's doing well on like click. I don't edit the videos. It's doing well on click throughs. People are watching it for longer than like any of my YouTube videos that I have on my main channel. So pretty cool. So that's that. I think it's all for Dev Leader. Brand Ghost, we're still chipping away. We landed our free tier, which is a bunch of work to reorganize things. So you can cross post on our platform to any social media. Well, I shouldn't say any. The goal is to any social media site. There's still a couple left for free. So make an account, cross post, schedule post, done. Some of the more advanced features, like that's where we start to charge money for, but cross posting, in our opinion, should be free to everyone. And we would rather have you on the platform building content with us so that we can unlock better capabilities for you later. So there's that. We enabled TikTok. Went to go. I should check. We went to go do TikTok posting, and the one account that I checked earlier did not work. Did it work for my main one? I'm doing a bunch of stuff as I'm recording this, so let's see. And also did not post the picture, so I got to go check that. That's annoying. We tested with videos and stuff, so videos are posting. So I don't know what's up with the pictures. It might be something we haven't tested yet in this path, but we'll see. But overall, that's coming along well. Just chipping away. We're doing equivalent to cold calls, like cold DMing people, which is awkward, but it is what it is, right? So, anyway, keeping it that. But I think that's it, folks. I'm going to get recording some YouTube videos here, get my newsletter written, and I will see you next week. So thanks for checking this out. Take care.